Have you guys wanted to have a nice high quality way of playing audio over your internet at your house? So if you're over Wi-Fi or if you have a LAN connected device in your house, but you also have weird requirements. So one of them being you want to stream Tidal. That was not supported on most devices for a while. Well, good news, Arylic just came out with the LP10. Supports Spotify, Tidal Connect, Google Cast, and Apple AirPlay all in one. Let's get into it. How you guys doing today? I know it's a little bit more of a fancy setup than I typically do. I went a little all out, pulled out a couple stops. Well, as you can see, I'm finally wearing a microphone. Been needing to do it for a while, I know. Arylic had asked me if I wanted to review this. They sent it for 50% off, so I still bought it with my own money, but 50% off. They asked me if I would like to review it. I said, yeah, sure, great. I've loved a lot of their products. It's what I use to stream, do all the multi-zone audio around the house. So what this is their fancy new LP10. It does a lot of basically everything all in one for a streaming device. So like I said in the intro, does Spotify, Tidal Connect, Google Cast, Apple AirPlay. Also supports Bluetooth, so you don't have to worry about that. And if you're really weird and you want to use it to stream USB audio from a USB thumb drive in it, you can do that too. So you can see on the front, gives you a basic layout of everything. On the side, just tells you about everything. You also have the Go Control app, which is used to control this. And you can also see at the front of this, it does have a display built into it. So, to the nitty-gritty specs on the back, I am going to read this off the back because there is a lot of specs. Wireless network is a dual band 802.11 AC, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, which is rare. A lot of these devices only support 2.4 because, well, I don't know. I think it's just 2.4 is easier and cheaper to do. Also supports RJ45 input, so you can LAN connect this to so you can have a hardwired LAN connection in your house, so you don't have to worry about supporting Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi getting in the way, because sometimes it's just better to go LAN. Actually, most of the time. Supports it at 10 or 100 megabit, doesn't need anything more than that. Bluetooth 5.2 rating at 15 meters of range, so it's got all the specs that you're going to need on that. Analog for the absolute fancy specs, it's 1 volt RMS on the 3.5 millimeter jack, and then it has a digital optical audio jack out of it, which that is what runs at the 24-bit up to 192 kilohertz. Squeeze all the quality out of it. The display on it is a 0.91 inch OLED display. It has 4 buttons on the top: mode, volume, your play pause button, and your volume up. So volume down and volume up, I should say. Has a USB Type-C input jack, which is 5 volts, 1 amp, and has a Type-A jack, which is your USB input. The actual thing is 108 by 72 by 26.6 millimeters. So it's a compact little device. Kind of cool to make, a rack mount, 3D printer rack mount holder, hold, 10 of these. If you had that many zones and wanted to have that many different ways of streaming audio. I'm excited for this because it supports Tidal. Most of all the devices I've had to work with do not support Tidal, and I prefer Tidal for a lot of reasons. I won't get into them in this video, but I prefer Tidal. And being able to easily stream that and not be reliant on other things is kind of nice. So let's open it up. On the inside, you're greeted with a good old instruction manual. They always break them down really easy with Arylic. They don't give you all the complicated things, all the legal jargon, things like that. It just tells you how it is. Next, you get a little, which is surprising nowadays, I know, comes with a little wall wart adapter or brick, whatever your country of origin calls them. So, comes with that. It comes with the 3.5 millimeter RCA adapter cable. Very nice. Comes with just a regular 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter cable. Extra nice. Type-C to A adapter cable, so this will be for powering the actual device off of the brick. And then you even got a remote, so if you want to set this in a room and you want to use a remote for it, that's perfect. But more than likely, if you're going to be using this, you're going to be using the Go Control app, or you will also be probably using Home Assistant, which is what I plan on using it for. So next, onto the main device. Slide this out of the way. This is the little LP10. All right, without all the distractions, I just had to cut that away. Probably about 5 minutes of people walking in and trying to talk to me when I'm trying to record this, as always. Anywho, back to where we were. Here's the little device right here. Got the little display on it, which is really nice. It actually has a display. On the top is your buttons. These are not actual tactile buttons. These are capacitive touch. So it will throw you off at first if you're not expecting it, but that should make it where the buttons would last longer because, well, you're not mashing a button. How often you'll actually use them? I don't know. I probably would never really use them. Back to the back, you can see all your jacks. You've got your RJ45, your USB, your two 3.5 millimeters in and out. Then you got your optical audio and your Type-C input. Such a cute little device. I think this literally weighs like 12 ounces, if that. Like, it weighs nothing. So without any further ado, let's plug this thing in and see what happens. All right, I've got the network cable plugged into the back. Had to get a short extension cord for the power cord because it is only like a 2-foot long cable. I don't actually throw more things off the table. So all I'm gonna do is just plug in power. Boom, lights are on. Which I will hold this off to the side so I can also see it. So I'll even bring this nice close for you guys. So starting up, gets it nice and going. I do not know the boot time on this thing. It's my first time. Here, we'll even pull the plastic off here. I'll get nice and close. There you go. You get to watch it in all the glory. So, got Bluetooth, line in, network. So that's for your network streaming. And you can see it's got the data symbol on it. I'll get right up here. So it's got the little networks, or got the little networking symbol. So it sees the line in jack right there. So let me grab my phone and we will see what this thing looks like in the app. Hey guys, I've got the Go Control app up right now. And as you can see, I've adjusted the camera so you guys can see it better. So I did figure out when you are setting this up, you need to not have the network cable plugged in. I think it's just a weird bug with it or whatever, because it will not pop up in the Go Control app. Now, so all you need to do is when you have the Go Control app open, you just hit the plus, search for device, you will see it pop up. Hit confirm to connect. Next, it'll sit there and scan for your open Wi-Fi networks. And you can see my IoT network is there. I've already done this once, so it has the password. So once you do this with multiple ones, it will save the password in the app, make your life easier. So hit confirm. It'll connect. Takes a second, and then it's going to do its firmware check. As always, gotta stay up with the world. So this did take about 30 seconds. Oh, went faster this time because I already did it. So perfect, it's done. Now it's up to date, perfect. Now you will have to accept the Google Cast agreement. That's just, oh look, the phone's gonna die, that's good. Accept the Google Cast agreement. No thanks to that. And then look, Google Cast is enabled, so that's good. So hit skip again. It keeps sending you back to the main page, so you just basically, when you hit skip, I think you can scroll to the bottom and hit it again, but whatever. So now you can see the Arylic LP10 there. Now once that is done, all you need to do is take network cable and you can plug your network cable back in. Okay, so now we got the network cable plugged back in. I can refresh in the app and it still shows up. Alright, so here's title. I'll probably have to cover up the actual song that's playing, but all you have to do is click the share icon. And you can see the Arylic is right there. It'll take a second to connect, and there we go, it's good. So now if I hit play, you won't hear anything coming out of my phone. If you jump over in Arylic, you can click on that and you can even see the song cover title. Oops, bumped the camera, my bad. So yeah, it works real well, real nice. Jump back over here, keep that the same. So yeah, works great, it works nice, plays right away. So. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed this product as much as I did, at least with the review. I apologize I couldn't play any audio. I did not have any copyright-free music to play, so I did not actually hook up any speakers to play audio out, but I have tested it myself and it does sound great with how little this device actually is. So I think Arylic really knocked it out of the park with this, or also known as, these are made by Requate Technologies in China, is actually the manufacturer of them. So Arylic with Requate did a great job. And I'd like to say thank you to Arylic for giving me a 50% off to review this product and to actually introduce me to it, because personally, in my home, I think these are gonna be really nice to have, because sometimes I wanna walk all over the house, walk into a metal shop that I need to have Wi-Fi in because no cell service works in a metal shop. I wanna keep playing my music all over the house. Well, I can just have one of these set up in a rack, connected to the Wi-Fi, and I can walk all over the property because I've got mesh Wi-Fi everywhere, and it just works. If you have it in a room where you just want to add in Bluetooth capability to your receiver, it's pretty easy to do that. They're cheap. I never actually said the price point of these, but they are only $100. For what you get out of them, I feel like that is a really good budget and really good price point to have these at. I will have a link down in the description. It will be an affiliate link to help out my channel, but it will be there. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.